Friends, we've spent a lot of time talking about busyness and clutter, the things that are keeping us from being the people that God has created us to be, the things that are keeping us from living clear lives with significant meaning and purpose. And so at this point, it's time to start taking some action. Enough talk. At this point, you might realize that it's time to be honest with yourself. You might need to take a time out or to let some things go for someone else. You might even have to ask for help. I hate asking for help because I feel like it's inconveniencing someone else or adding to their busyness, but at the same time I acknowledge it's not healthy for me either. I know that taking action will cost us something. I don't know what, but I do know that that cost will be far lower than trying to clean up after the personal crash and burn that could take place. It's easier to blame other people for our busyness. Maybe everyone else needs to change. I can keep functioning the way I do. If they would only change, then things would be better for me. Well, here's a reality check. Thus far in my life, I've realized that these things stand true. The culture of your workplace is not going to change. The expectations that others place on you will not go away. The expectations that you inflict on yourself, that you feel, aren't going to go away. Your boss or your coworkers are not going to slow down in their work. The pressures of your job will not diminish. And finally, you are the one that must be the change. A good place to start with this change is to working on saying no to the excess noise that clutters up our minds. Human noise, media noise, advertising noise, news noise, unwanted advice noise. When anyone starts with, "I have some unsolicited advice for you," beware. And TV noise. In our sound-obsessed world, I think it's helpful sometimes to try to turn some of that noise off. So look at things like phone noise, right? I am not so important that the stability of the globe depends on whether I take a phone call during a family dinner or not. I'm guessing you might fall in that category too. Or is it really crucial to answer that text message while you're driving or talking to someone else, pulling you away from that interaction, that chance to build relationship? Is that text message so burning that you have to do that? We've all seen videos of people on their phones walking into stuff, into telephone poles, stepping into manholes without covers on them, walking into traffic. Let me just say this: don't be those people. Another great source of noise is computer noise. Now, I acknowledge certainly that computers are a blessing, and over this past year and a half during the pandemic, without computers, we really would not have been able to function. But I'm also a firm believer that they need a break. Just because a message is sitting in your inbox and it's marked with an exclamation point or it's marked as urgent, doesn't mean that you have to deal with it at that very second. Non-stop email and text messages fuel the busyness in our lives because they will never end. You will always receive email. You will always receive text messages. Those things will never completely be marked off your list. And then finally, media noise. While I was walking on the trail, I noticed a lot of people around me had, headphones on or pods in or whatever, listening to music on their phones, listening to podcasts on their phones. Some of them were streaming things on their tablet while they were walking. For some people, it's video games that provide media noise, right? Or watching TV. We have to take some time to push the power button on those. We need to give our mind moments to rest and relax. Silence might be uncomfortable, but I know that it is good for each and every one of us. So I encourage you, maybe this week, to try to take some time to go for a walk outside without music. Try to get away from the sound-obsessed world by turning off your phone and just walking and enjoying the sounds around you. Let's see how that goes, and I'll see you next week. This has been your dose of encouragement from Wesley's Place.